Hello everyone, you're in for a real treat today on the Learning Bento. It's the accessory spotlight. Now my first item up is Whim by Cynthia Rowley boxes that you can find at Target currently. They come in the colors blue, pink, and purple, and they have round containers, squarish really cool containers, which is one of the ones I have, and some solid containers. Here's a visual image of what one of the rectangular boxes look like. Thanks to linksinthebox.net for the picture. Now my second item to show you today is these cute little plastic side dish containers that I found in the dollar aisle of Joann Fabrics and Crafts. Now there are, I believe, three of these. Three of these square little boxes, and they come in assorted colors for the lids. These little tiny square boxes, and there's one of these half round boxes. Now what you could do with this is I've used this for tapioca pearls with a little sugar and honey, and that makes a cute little case for that because you can see the rainbow kind through the top of the lid, and it makes a nice colorful effect. For these you could put maybe sauce or some candy, some kind of side dish like that. And for this one I had an idea to place it on top of a sandwich, cut around it and press down in this so it makes an indentation so you have a guide for cutting it, and put a little sandwich in there. And you can make it look like a half moon, and for some kind of, if you want to have some kind of little night sky bento, and something like that would be very cute. So these are cheap, but they are nice, pretty nice quality, and you should go check them out. Speaking of sandwiches, I found these cool little sandwich cutters recently. Now I found these at Kroger, an American grocery store, but I've also seen them at Marsh and Walmart. Now what these are little sandwich cutters that they're shaped kind of to a piece of bread, and what you do is you put them on top of the bread after you made your sandwich, you press down, and you can get either two hearts or two little dinosaurs. Now, I've also seen these being sold on the website that carries many bento things called Sugar Charms, but I believe it is a little bit overpriced because I got these for fairly cheap. They were only about maybe $2 or $3. And so if you can find them in an area near you, it's best to do that. Have your bento and read it too. Face Food Review. Now this book has come out recently. It's called Face Food, The Visual Creativity of Japanese Bento Boxes. It's written by Christopher D. Salyers, and what it is this is a book that compiles many beautiful photos of character bentos, or kyaraben. Now kyaraben, if you have no idea, are these really cool bentos that people make, and what they are is they're the images of different characters. They can be anything from Mario to anime characters to things like Pikachu's Winnie the Pooh, or whatever they feel like making. And there's tons of really cool pictures in here of very many different, all kinds of character bentos, and it has some beautiful illustrations. While I can recommend this book just for the beautiful illustrations alone, you will draw great inspiration from this book. Now, the pictures list some of the ingredients. As you can see, there's a little box containing some of the ingredients in the pictures on each page. But however, I have noticed that I recognize some things that they didn't list in the ingredients. But if you can understand what those are, you could maybe just take a guess, or what you can do is you can find some of these pictures online on several Japanese bento blogs and Flickr. So if you see a picture that you're not quite sure what it is, you can go check it out and you can search for it. Now this is a light coffee table book, so if you're looking for something to totally tell you what to do with kyaraben, then you might want to check out the manga cookbook. And the manga cookbook has been out for a little bit now, and I have bought it, but I don't get it until my birthday, so I'll make a review of it next month in the next episode. Now, one of the features of Face Food is that it has interviews with some of the people that they feature the bentos from. It has little questions like, since when and why did you start making kyaraben? How often? And it has all these cool little interviews that can help you get inspired, and of course the illustrations themselves are very inspiring, and you can get lots of ideas from this book. However, there is some instruction at the very end of the book here. It has some instructions on how to make some kyaraben of your own in the shapes of the Pac-Man ghost and a starry night. And these are cool ideas, so they might give you some even more ideas. Now, see, the one idea that I got was to take the Pac-Man ghost idea and make Blue Regard Q Kazoo from Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. So that's one that I'm going to be trying sometime. And so this book will give you lots of ideas, even though it's a light little coffee table book, and it kind of has a great introduction to character bentos for anybody who wants to try making them. Overall, I give this book 4 out of 5 bento boxes. Now it's on to the main portion of our bento, rock and roll! Lock and locks. While searching the bento information superhighway, you may have heard this term used next to a picture of a bento in some kind of odd, clear box. That box is a lock and lock. Now, the lock and lock box is a sort of Tupperware type product, but it's oftentimes used as a bento. The reason is its cool lid. The lock and lock has a great lid that has these neat little hinges that clamp down on the box, and combined with the seal, it makes a very tight lid for your box. Now, lock and locks are extremely easily accessible. You can find them anywhere from Target to Walmart to Bed Bath & Beyond. And you can also find some cool ones that you can't usually find in stores on places such as QVC and the Home Shopping Network. The boxes usually come in a clear color. You can customize them with stickers if you like the more cutesy look for a bento, or you can leave them plain if you just like the way that the bento looks, or if you're using it for husbands, boyfriends, or children. Another reason it's good for those kinds of people is because of this great tight lock. You can have it thrown into a backpack or briefcase. It can get jostled all around, and the food will still stay in place and won't leak. Now, while it is commonly referred to the lock and lock style, the lock and lock is only one brand of bento. There's lots of other Me Too products out there, some of which are great and just like lock and locks, and some of which you have to watch out for. Don't tell anybody.
But this is a Sterilite box.
Yes, it's true. While I do have some lock and lock boxes from the lock and lock brand, everything is usually referred to as the lock and lock style. Now, some of the Me Too products out there of the hingy and sealy type product are not as good as regular lock and locks. Things to watch for: the seal, the hinges, and the microwave, dishwasher, and freezer safe aspects of the product. Now, if your box has all those things, then you might as well go ahead and buy it and test it out by putting some cool food in it. Now, you might want to be careful with the washing cycles because it can warp the boxes. Look for little icons on the bottom of the boxes because these are usually common with all lock and lock style. A while ago on the LiveJournal Bento Lunch community, I asked out, "Why do you bento?" And boy, did you sure answer. I got about 50 comments. Now, I'm going to be spreading these out over some episodes in the fan spotlight. Here's a few for you to enjoy.